Rachel, if I may, can I come back to yourself a little bit in terms of some of the conversations we're having, particularly with regard to you being a thought leader, influencer in the marketplace, in this particular sector, truly, hats off to you in terms of some of the work that you're doing. But you're telling me that you're also at the same time doing volunteering work and doing a lot of other activities as well, extracurricular activities, if I can say. So tell me what's going on in the life of Rachel at the moment. How many hats are you currently wearing? How many hats do you wear? Yeah.
Far too many.
Yeah.
I think, as we say, Saf, I mean, some of the things that I've been doing in terms of volunteering and outside activities have shifted over the years.
Yeah.
I'm still very, very, very passionate about. I believe everybody should be able to take opportunities that that are available to them. So I am still involved with various networks supporting women in terms of career development. A lot of this tends to be more online now, but I'm involved with various things like Sister Network. Also, I'm a volunteer locally. Some of the work I do is not really related to my role at all, but I actually help run an antenatal class.
Wow.
And part of the reason I do that is because from a social mobility perspective, I was quite taken aback by the fact that lots of new and expectant parents these days can't necessarily get those services unless they pay for them. And so the financial inequality of that was something that was a little bit of a challenge. I also I'm involved with various projects that are linked to supporting people who perhaps have been affected by issues nationally. In terms of, I also volunteer for an organisation which is a befriending service for people. It's called Safe Families, and I specifically support families in Plymouth who were affected as a result of the Keyham shootings a couple of years ago. As we mentioned, that's on the volunteering side, but I think my other it's not necessarily voluntary, but I also currently have the role of, being the taxi driver in terms of taking a teen everywhere and supporting them in terms of supporting them as they get ready for their next steps in their career. And when I can, from time to time, I do still like to get down to the water if I can. More to poke my toes in it these days than necessarily get on a boat. But I think I still do have a couple of boat races left.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.